Good morning, sir.
Very good morning.
सर ये जो वॉल का टेक्सचर आपने दिया है,
हम्म।
ये आपने जनरेट किया है कि वैसा मैप था?
मैप कैसे ऐसे हो सकता है सब्सटेंस में बनाया है तो
सर
सब्सटेंस में बनाया है।
ओके।
Okay, so today is tech. Okay, let's wait for some time for others to join. So today is technically our last class for environment, and next week we can have like Saturday class. Okay, I have to update this texture. Okay. So is there any doubt, any confusion, anything, any issues?
No, sir.
Okay. No. So okay. So okay, let us join. So we have covered almost everything. So have I explained master materials, how to create them and use them? I don't remember it, because there are so many classes going on, so I confused. Like
Like
how?
create a material, add textures, and manipulate them. That's it, right?
No. Create a one master material and use the same material use that material use as a master and create an instance of that and use it everywhere. Like instead of
Huh.
creating material for everything, like a man, no need to create a forever, no need to create material for everything. No, I guess no. Then okay.
Like we generally use the instances only.
Yes, we generally use instances, but we create material for each and every part separately, right?
Yes, sir.
So that means I forgot to explain that. So let's see. We'll explain how to create one material, only one material, master material, and rest everything can be used we can use instance of that particular material and replace the texture directly into instance. Instance, like you no need to go to your actual material and edit anything, just have to manipulate the instance, that's it. So okay, let's see. I need to have some textures and some. What is this? I don't remember. Okay, so let's create that. Where is environment 201? This one only. So suppose I want to create one master material with all the parameters and everything. I don't have to create those things again and again, just once, and then I can use multiple textures there and use it. So let's see. I just place a couple of things in my scene. So I have one, two, three, and four models. Right, I have four models here, and if I want to create only one master material for everything. So how we do it? We basically have to create one material with one texture. So let's do it. Go to material. I can name it as like mat underscore master. This is my master material. Now This one I'll create with some textures and everything manually. Let's see, where are my textures? I have normal, AO, displacement, normal, roughness, all the maps here. Ambient occlusion down here, displacement like down, normal, and roughness. Okay, so all the maps I'll connect albedo to albedo, roughness. So I'll create a parameter for this. This, but default value is 1. Then we have normal map. For normal strength and everything, I want to do like, because master material have all the nodes, like all whatever you need. Basically, you want to increase the intensity of normal or roughness or metal or anything. For those things, you have all the parameters there. So I'll use a flatten normal in case I want to increase or decrease the intensity. Then promote this thing, like it can be 0. So to like it should be like in by default it works in reverse. So I need one parameter with 1 minus, and connect this to this and this to flatness, and this will go to normal. So for this also parameter, now we have ambient occlusion. Suppose I want to decrease ambient occlusion, I can, if I want, I can have a multiplier, or I can just simply connect it here directly. Now displacement. Uh, for this, I have to activate displacement. In case I want to use displacement, if I'm not planning to use, I can just simply skip this step. Multiply scalar parameter, displacement value is 0, connect this, and I need vertex normal. uh, Vertex normal, WS, one more multiplier, and connect this to world displacement, and promote to parameter your tessellation. Okay, now basic structure is almost ready. Now what you have to do is click all the textures, right click, convert to parameter, and name it as,
Good morning, sir.
very good morning, diffuse. This is roughness, right click, convert to parameter, roughness, convert to parameter, normal, convert to parameter, and name it as AO. Or you can use a ARM map also, like same way, convert to parameter, displacement. So now all of them are become parameters. So now whatever you do here, whatever you keep here, everything will be available in your instances, right? So save it. Saved and close it. This is your master. right click, create an instance. And if you now you open it, you can see you have option to replace the texture. So I can just use only one. So this is my main material, suppose, for something, and I want to apply it anywhere. Let's see, select this and apply to this one. So I applied this one here. Now, if I want to change the texture, I just have to open the material. I don't have to go to the main material. Suppose I want to change diffuse, AO, normal, roughness. I'll go and search something from like a scan folder. So you just have to create only one material. Now you can see albedo to, where is my albedo? Diffuse.
Diffuse tone.
Albedo. Displacement, if I want, I can replace normal to normal, roughness to roughness. Assigned it. Switch off this one. Like you see, texture changed here. Similarly, I can use the same thing for every each and every texture. So select this, right click, create one more instance. Like instance, you can name it, and let's apply this one to here. And I want to change the texture. Open this instance. Again, go back to your textures. Suppose, let's see. We have diffuse, normal, roughness. Diffuse, normal, roughness. And it changed here also automatically. Now, if you want, you can change all this thing, and plus I can see in this tiling is not available. So I'll go to my master. I'll create a UV coordinate, a multiplier, and a tiling. Tiling parameter by default should be 1 at least. Now connect this to all the UVs. So by this, you workload reduces. You don't have to create material for everything until now, unless you need something very specific. For only for those cases, we'll create like a separate material, and rest of most of the part this will work.
Yes, sir.
Saving. Okay, saved. Now, if you go here, double click this one, you can see you have tiling option also. Now you can increase, decrease tiling. See, and
Yes, sir.
and this is a different texture. This is a different texture. So for this also, if I want, I can open this here also. If I want, I can change tiling. So just create one material and use it everywhere. So it will save because basically load reduces on system, on your texturing, because it's just one material you're using everywhere. You are not using multiple materials, only one material, and whatever you want to change, modify, it's already there. Suppose I want to make the roughness little shinier, I can do that. Right, I can make it shiny, reflective, whatever I want, I can do that. So like this, you create a one master material, convert everything into parameter, and master material, we basically use all the required things, like everything. If you go to check this substance, these material, these are all instances. All instances, there is a master. If you open this, you can see this is also the same thing. They have a color overlay added. If I want, I can keep it. Metallic, for metallic, they have added a parameter. You can see clearly. Same tiling, one tiling connected to this thing. Roughness, you can see same thing connected here. For normal also, they have used normal intensity to increase, decrease, and everything. So I have used a flattened normal. They have used a like a older technique, like to control normal strength and all. Like previously, that a flattened normal is wasn't there available in what do you call it, in Unreal. It wasn't there, so that's why they use an older technique. So now that flattened normal is already there, so you can use it directly. The same thing, normal. For displacement also, you can see they have used a kind of exact same thing, and they have used this displacement. They basically use a switch there. They have used switch in case you want displacement or not. If you want it, if you go to their this thing, you can see there is an option. Where is my option? Enable tessellation, enable subdivision. All these options are there. So if I want to enable this thing, then only I'll use it. So to activate this thing. So if you go here, you can see enable tessellation, enable subdivision. If you want to use it, this is for, you can say, displacement. Enable tessellation is basically displacement. Enable subdivision is for tessellation. So
Yes, sir.
I added a switch. So if you want, if you want, like suppose you want to activate this displacement, in that case, you can switch on them and use it. So same thing, but it reduces load on your system plus load on the environment or scene you're working on. There will be cases where you have to create a separate material, especially like glass or translucent things or something else. For those things, you have to create a separate material because it doesn't work like this. For the it have an opacity connected to it, so it will have a separate material altogether. So you can use that and create it. Like you can have one material for generic material for everything, one with your glass transparency, one with your displacement. So multiple materials you can have a master and use it everywhere. So it saves like, it reduces tons of load from your like scene. You can use this similar thing. And suppose you want to combine like similar manner, like suppose you they have like kept everything together right nicely. So what how to do it? Select this thing, the group entire thing, and press C from keyboard. It will create this, and this is my displacement. Name it. So like if anyone else open this master material, they can identify and understand what is going on here and what you did here. So and if you remove this group, it will move together. So like this, it becomes super easy to control everything. Same C. So I can keep it wherever I want. So like this, you can keep everything nicely sorted. So because the main thing when you work in an industry, your file should whatever you're working on, it should be usable for others also. Like if anyone open that file, they also should be able to understand and able to use it. Because it's not just because industry, we work in a team. So in team we share a lot of resources together. Like so we suppose somebody created some material, we share that and use it, modify it, so like it makes your life easier and make the work faster, speed up the entire process. So that's why whenever you're creating anything, make sure it's a constructive way of use a constructive way of doing it, and keep it sorted and clean.
Yes, sir.
Okay. This we can do. Okay. So like this we can modify everything and change. Okay, there's one more one thing I never explained that. Let's see. Okay, this one. So this one already have a material. So here I can see, like suppose what if I want to control, okay, there's a back double sided. Let's just give me a second. Not this one. So suppose this elephant, you can see it's shiny, but it looks kind of matte yet. So what if I want to control this roughness? Like I want to increase the contrast or something. Yes, I can add a node and make it like dark or light, right? But what if I want to increase the contrast? Like brighter part, shinier part become more shiny, matte part become more matte. How to do it? So I'll go to material.
Specular.
This is for like suppose I want to add some color and metallic. This is for metal. Let's just keep it separate. This is for roughness. Keep it separate. And this is for normal. This is normal, right? Now, if I want to control, I have metal and I have roughness. So suppose I want to increase the contrast of my roughness. So by default, it can become dark or light with this parameter, right? That's like very simple. So, but if I want to control the entire thing, I have to use a linear interpolation, LERP. I have to use a linear interpolation and sorry, not this one. Then connect your roughness to A, and these two for this these two I need to use minimum max. I need to create two parameters. Specular. This is my minimum to B equal W, and this is my max. So like this, and then connect it to roughness. So what it will do is it will basically make it dark or light, because this alpha will expose this, and this is by default it's there. So if I increase these two value, it will make it shinier or matter. Let's see, let's use it. Okay, by default it will be same only. It is 0 0, so no output, nothing is coming from here. So let's go and open the main material. So here you can see I have minimum, maximum here now. Switch on. So minimum I can see I can make it change. See, it becomes super glossy. And if I want to reduce it, see, I can increase the contrast. So like this also, I can enhance things very easily. And this especially works with metallic thing very nicely, because there will be cases like in that particular scene or shot, your specularity or the roughness of that particular material is not visible very nicely. In that case, we can use it and modify things very easily. So same same parameter can you can use in multiple way and modifying things. Okay, what else? Let's see. This is the weighted. List is kind of fine. Okay, lighting. We created that. Okay. Created this also. Okay. So you guys have any doubts or anything regarding anything? Yes,
Uh,
yes, tell me.
Sir, so I was doing that auto blend thing for the landscape.
Hmm.
So, sir, mera like, so what I did is I made a uh, two blend, like initial blend with
Hmm.
two material, that is like proper grass and a dry grass.
Okay.
S- So like normal blend, auto blend is a normal blend, and I gave like a alpha map to just blend, give that randomness
Hmm.
to the
Mhm.
showcasing thing, and
Huh.
then I auto blended that glass blend with a cliff material,
Okay.
and it is working now. So, but the problem is, sir, what if I want to add a third material into this process? Like I want to auto blend the grass blend, the cliff material, and a third material to it.
No, three things won't blend. That's what we tried last time also. Now we tried it. Three things won't blend together. Only two things will blend together, and rest you can like manually paint.
Manually paint. Okay,
Hmm.
okay. And so, any settings which I should look out for when I'm adding materials to my model, like to get like everything out of that bridge material quality wise.
Bridge material, no, for bridge, so you don't have to do anything. It will export everything in correct parameters only. You just have to control like whatever you want to modify, you can modify that like with parameters. So it's all everything is set there.
Sir, I remember on the first day like of environment too, sir, you had shown a option to change where you can change the rendering settings from like from processor to graphic card to get much better result.
Process to graphic card.
Like आपने पता नहीं था, like you had changed the rendering option from your processor to NVIDIA render option to get much better result, and like वो पूरा color pattern सब palette सब change कर दिया था.
Okay, I don't remember. Really, as I we did something like this. I don't remember exactly, but okay, I guess that you're talking about that ray tracing, DirectX, this thing. So by default, like if you have RTX, then only it will work. If you don't have RTX, it won't work.
Okay, sir.
So RTX के बिना वो काम नहीं करता. So वही उसका वही एक issue है. So
And sir, एक और doubt था
hmm,
specular का sir.
hmm,
Like so I added a function which like which I can use to control the specular level of a material.
hmm.
But so do I have to apply that specular controller to all the materials which I'm using for auto blend, or is it just
No, like it's just for auto blend because like by default, any material have 50% specularity. So it's kind of half glossy. So
yes sir?
if you have glossiness on your landscape, it become very unrealistic to doesn't look very nice. It looks very
Uh-huh.
shiny and very fake. So just
Yes
to
sir.
control, reduce that make it look better, we just reduce it. That's it. Like that is something like while working on all these files and all, I realized that if you reduce the specularity of the landscape, it gives you better result. That's it. There's
Yes sir.
no logic behind it. Just to make it look better. That's it.
Neither sir, like, but the thing is, does every material which is imported from bridge has specular level, or is it like certain materials has this and certain material doesn't have it?
No, no, no. From with bridge, there's nothing like in bridge. If you open it, they don't have any specularity connected. If I open the main material, just give me a second.
But then the sort of shine कहाँ से आ रहा है फिर वो sir?
Roughness से,
Oh, okay.
like shine तो roughness से आएगा ना. So you can see albedo, metalness, roughness, normal detail, and all those things. There is no specular. By default, like PVR technique, we avoid using specular. Specular is
Yes,
an
sir.
old technique, so we don't use it. But yeah, there are cases like just to make the landscape little bit more matte, I use specular
Yes,
and
sir.
reduce it. Right. So those things are there. If we can use it, but by default, all these things there is no specular because you can control it with the help of roughness. You can make it really matte. But if you like, it works for a landscape. But if you like, for each and every element, if you want to do it, it will become problematic because you have roughness already. So with roughness, it will create all the details. So don't need to add it.
Yes, sir. हाँ sir, वही है.
Or tell me. And paint your foliage, paint your all these things, assets we already have. And if you want, you can use a couple of assets from and this thing bridge also to populate your scene, make it like beautify or beautifying your scene. So
Yes,
you can definitely use it and create some nice output. Yes, all these things are there. Rock and everything, like rocks, your staircase, some planks, and all these small elements. There's so many things are there available, so we can use it. Just
Sir, one more doubt.
hmm.
Related to specular only, sir. So currently, sir, I'm using that specular control by taking the R channel of the albedo. Does it make any difference, like control wise, if I take it from roughness?
Rough, then you have to invert it. But why are you using any
From
channel, like because you
sir,
don't have a
albedo का
specular.
R channel से sir और specular information control कर रहा था.
So, like you can just simply add a like a parameter and reduce it now. तो मतलब उसमें map का requirement नहीं है because it will
Oh, okay.
it might give you a wrong result because specular by default what it does is black is non-shiny, white is shiny. What if I have a material which is black in color but shiny, or dark in color
Okay.
but shiny? So it will give you a wrong result.
Okay. Okay, sir. Yeah.
Okay. What else? What else? Like
Sir, movable material, like a material with panel function in it.
okay, material with panel function. Okay, we'll
Uh,
leave that. Mm, just so I suppose I want to create a material that's panning. Okay, I guess I have a decent texture. Example material already. Where it is, where it is. Not here. It should be somewhere here. Okay, I'll create it only. I guess I have. Okay, there's a substation. Just give me a second. Guess this one or maybe this one. Huh, this one. So, okay, I'll show you. I have a material, not here. Why so I'm only confused. It's not. Okay, I'll create it only. So right click, create a material. So I want to create a, suppose I want to create a billboard with this LED lighting or something. It's something is moving on that. So I need a texture for that. Let me see. Yeah. So I can see I have movie poster. So I need this movie poster and this thing in case. This is my poster directly connect to diffuse. So it will basically like giving you the appearance of this thing. Now, if I apply this, it will be a flat surface. It's not moving or doing anything. So what I have to do is right click, add a panel. The panel is little panning, and now here I have to give the value, like in which direction it's moving. X and Y only it can move. So X may be 0.2 or something, or 0.5. I add some this thing, this like movement, and now if I save this, I can add a coordinate also this to this to tile it. So you can see texture output, it's moving. So suppose I have, delete this, I have a cube here, this material, this one, you can see it started to pan. So you can create animated textures or animated this thing, or maybe suppose you have a sign board where you have something moving, you can do those things very easily, or some text is there, you can create those text also, and it's all moving things very easily. Just a pan and create it. It can be this thing, or you can have a cylinder. See that speed, if you want, you can control it. You can go here. It's like 0.5 is too much. 0.2, reduce it. It becomes slow. Because I have a scene somewhere. I don't know. It's like that particular file got corrupted. Maybe this one. I'm not sure. That level got corrupted, so I cannot open that level. But I have assets from that level. Open. Load. So in this particular scene, like it was a, like platform. It's all modular pieces. If I want, I can just simply like duplicate and increase. And in this light is still compiling. Some light only. Where is that man moving this thing? One more gray screen. This one. I was searching for. Okay, it's compiling. Still compiling. Same thing.